Good morning. Are you ready for Astro Tantra DNA-based revelation? Well, I want to tell you a story. A real story. But we don't know, so it could be a myth. But this is what science thinks is what happened. So you have these little elements called amino acids. They were probably brought to the earth like panspermia, impregnating the ovum, the egg of the primordial planet with little amino acids brought by meteorites. Earth being fertilized by the panspermia of Shiva, or masculine representation of source. Shakti is like, oh Shiva, you're penetrating me so well with your asteroids and meteorites. Oh, you're making me a baby. She's called Gaia. Anyway, so now we have these little amino acids floating around in a little puddle. And how big was the puddle is a big factor because scientists cannot figure out how amino acids came together under the right conditions to form deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. Was it a lightning bolt? Electric? Did some little galactic wind create a little vortex that fused, brought the amino acids to the right space? A lightning bolt fused them into the first little memory, space-time memory. Is matter memory, and is therefore matter the neurons of the universal mind. Is that how quantum consciousness, is that how DNA started to build itself into larger and larger change with every little experience it went through? Every little experience is its memory. We each have the DNA of billions and billions and billions of stars, stellar processes, stellar memories, galactic memories, biological memories, Gaia memories, which, ta-da! What is DNA? But a double helix strand of interconnected duality. What does that mean? Connect on every chakra, on every quantum chakra, every vortex of where toroidal energy, where every place yin becomes yang, positive becomes negative, where electrons flow from themselves to positive, to negative, to positive, to where positive becomes negative, where duality is constantly interfacing with itself in the union of opposites, which is Astro Tantra, which is celestial leadership, which is understanding the archetype's source of matter, of divinity, as expressed in multiplicity, the aspects of psychology, the divine masculine and divine feminine, time and space, expansion and contraction. These are the archetypes. These are what the planets represent. Celestial leadership is transcending the limitations of flawed ego, personality-based leadership. The more we understand the collective archetypes and the narrative being governed by celestial positions, then we can all be united by our capacity to contribute how we interpret the understanding of the archetypes, and therefore we cannot be misled by false leadership. The archetype of DNA is how spirit transmits its memory, and it's like the light, it's like the sun. This biology is an expression of this intelligence, of this luminosity, of how the union of light and dark, and beyond the polarity of dark is evil and light is good. You know, you stand out in the light too long, you get melanoma. Light can be evil, you know, dark can be good. It's like, dark isn't bad, dark isn't evil. Dark is the womb, dark is the feminine, dark is yin. Dark is the safe space where we can go in and dream. We fear it because our ancestors were probably attacked by jaguars and saber-toothed tigers in the dark. So of course we're going to describe fear. Maybe Caucasian fear of black people, aside from the genetic argument that the black people can eradicate the Caucasian phenotype through interracial sexuality. Maybe also there's a subconscious fear that's from the ancestors of the fear of night, and the inability to sleep and get rest and get healthy. So let's not judge anything, and let's try to understand the psychosis of racism. Race is a unique expression of genetic information based on DNA's adaptation to environmental stimulus. Phenotype is that expression of the DNA, and so African people developed a lot of melanin because of their complete beauty of capacity to be naked in the light. To me that is such poetic beauty and justice, is to be naked in the light of source and to absorb light of source, and then for cellular intelligence to adapt a response to say, woohoo, this is some intense love. I need a little buffer and get that glow, that soul glow. So Asian expression, woo, that's a lot of white. There's so much snow. I think I need to limit the amount of light going into my eyes. Who knows why cells adapted the way they did? Science can try to understand it, and therefore that might create a little more respect. The basic message today is that don't become an idolater by worshiping the lantern over the light. Spirit is coming at you in all directions, in all forms, in all shapes, in all sizes. Unconditional love, light is unconditional light, is shining luminosity. Don't let the cloud of your mind filter the light. Don't focus on the lantern. Just because a person doesn't show up in the way you want them to look, just because a person doesn't look like the truth, because the truth doesn't come in the format that your ego reactivity likes or doesn't like. The more self there is that has this reaction of I like, I don't like, the more you filter truth through the misperception and disease that is the self and the separate self, because self is the origin of violence. Any form of separation of the one source is violence, is the source of violence, is the source of disease. We need to embody universal love, we need to embody universal truth, and we need to stop lying to ourselves, and we have to stop lying to each other. To be in the universal truth of, so when our soul faces Creator, when it exits this material realm, we have served love, light, and truth. The way to heal racism is to respect the genetic genius of how cells express themselves as perfection, because once that you carry out attain self-mastery, it's like, what do I do? Oh, what are you doing? I think I'm going to, and Let's create biodiversity, which is the immune system of the planet. Can't wait to share with you my book, Planetary Personhood. It's coming. It's so filled. Human physiology as a model for global body wellness. Okay. Embrace the love, embrace the truth, no matter what shape and size and color and form it comes in. It's universal love trying to wake you up. And I wish I could wake up with you. Embrace the love, embrace the truth, no matter what shape and size and color and form it comes in. It's universal love trying to wake you up.